evening, wherever you're watching this one. This is my Gill versus Zelfa Barrett full card preview. So for 4 main card fights now, after the obviously postponement of Tamron Fon versus Jordan Finn, which will be postponed until June, with Tamron Fon picking up an injury, which is a bit unfortunate. So in the end, now we've got 4 fights to predict on this main card. So starting off then with Michael Gomez Jr. against Tane Baker for the Indus Super Featherweight title. Obviously, we saw Michael Gomez Jr. against Levi Dalzin on Sky Sports, or on the Sky show, on the Boxer show. But this is for the Indus Super Featherweight, title, 10-round contest. Obviously, I know I've got Tamron Fon versus Jordan Finn on there, but actually, I'll try and remove that, as that fight is now cancelled. Well, as the fight is now postponed. So just give me a second, just editing that quickly, and there we go. But yeah, Michael Gomez Jr. versus Tane Baker. Tane Baker, obviously, who has fought Jordan Finn before on his resume. He's got a lot of defeats, hasn't he, on his record, Tane Baker. I think this will be a great dust-up. I really do think that. I think it'll be a good dust-up. I think they'll be toe-to-toe. I think both of them will be toe-to-toe with each other. Michael Gomez will be more the front-footed fighter, I would suspect. And I think it's going to be toe-to-toe action all the way through. Tane Baker, he was caught in his last fight against Jordan Finn. So Michael Gomez Jr. is going to be quite dangerous for Tane Baker. Especially if Michael Gomez Jr. lands them punches on him when they're done toe-to-toe. Tane Baker's going to be dangerous as well, because he's going to be dangerous on the counter, Tane Baker. And people are done for points on this. I just can't see it done to points. I really can't. Especially when it's going to be a war between these two. I think Michael Gomez Jr. That's the job done. I think Michael Gomez Jr. That's a stoppage, in my opinion, in this one. I'm for an 8th round stoppage win for Michael Gomez Jr. against Tane Baker. It'll be a war. It'll be a war while it lasts, in my opinion. But I think Michael Gomez Jr. will get Tane Baker, in my opinion. So up next then, we got Ryan Dixon versus Karen Carvajal for the vacant titles. I think it's the vacant WBO lightweight title. Just waiting for the banner to scroll across. It's going to be 10-round contest. 10-round contest for the vacant WBO World Lightweight title in the female division. Obviously, Karen Carvajal, who has most recently been the win with Katie Taylor back in 2022, I think it was. In 2022, which was a unanimous decision win for Katie Taylor. Ryan Dixon, I don't know what happened with the Caroline Dubois situation. I thought Ryan Dixon was. I thought Caroline Dubois versus Ryan Dixon was ordered. I don't know what's happened with that situation, but obviously with Ben Shalom and Eddie Hearn, I can't see them working together anytime soon. To be honest with you, they're back. Well, basically Eddie Hearn just trying to rattle him, isn't he? Being a wind-up merchant. And obviously Boxer just don't seem to want to work with Matchroom for some reason. So, but yeah, Ryan Dixon versus Karen Carvajal. Tough operator, isn't he? Carvajal, tough operator. But Ryan Dixon is the better fighter for me. and it's a good test for Ryan Dixon against someone who's been in there with Tate Taylor, for example, as well. Does step up, and I think Ryan Dixon will become a world champion, will become the WBO World Lightweight Champion, in my opinion, by unanimous decision. I think Ryan Dixon wins by unanimous decision by outboxing Taryn Carvajal, in my opinion. Up next, then, we've got the tour feature for the IBF and the WBO World Super Bantamweight titles. Got a unification fight in the female division between Ace Stotney, the talented Ace Stotney. I do love watching Ace Stotney up against Sidone Yepure. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry for my French. Yepure. That's how I pronounce it. But yeah, unification fight. Massive opportunity for Ace Stotney to win yet another world title as well. To win yet another world title in the Super Bantamweight division, as Ace Stotney, that's her aim, to unify this division. But Yepure is no mud. She's no mud. She's a champion. She's a champion, and it's going to be probably one of Ace Stotney's toughest fights so far. One of Ace Stotney's toughest fights. But I think Ace Stotney will definitely do more than enough, in my opinion, to win on points. I think Stotney is the better fighter, and I think Ace Stotney is the better boxer, and I'm for Ace Stotney to win on points by unanimous decision and to win the WBO belt off. Sorry for my friends. And finally, onto the main event, Jordan Gill versus Zelfa Barrett, 12-round contest in super featherweight division. Zelfa Barrett, obviously having a fight in his hometown in Manchester. Quite interesting, especially with quite interesting because a lot of people, a lot of betting are making Zelfa Barrett favourite for this fight, which I'm quite surprised about, to be honest with you, especially when Jordan Gill picked up, obviously last time out, picked up that amazing performance, stopping Michael Tonyan, of course, Jordan Gill. We were all so happy, weren't we, for Jordan Gill. And Jordan Gill, that's the fighter he is. He's going to be dangerous early on in this fight, Jordan Gill. And this is the thing, Jordan Gill went to Michael Tonyan's backyard and stopped him. This is going to be Zelfa Barrett's backyard. It's quite interesting why people make Zelfa Barrett favourite. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's improved massively since the Watamov defeat, and he made a good account of himself against Safkat Watamov on that before versus Ramirez card. Zelfa Barrett. Obviously, the winner for me will get a world title shot. Eddie Hearn will probably push that through. And it's going to be that situation again, isn't it, where if it does the point, I think Zelfa Barrett would probably get the decision with it being in Manchester. And the judges can be fooled easily by the crowd cheering. Yeah, every shot Barrett bloody hands or punts or frauds. There's always a cheer. But John Gill be more the front-footed fighter, in my opinion. Zelfa Barrett be more boxing on the back foot. Zelfa Barrett using his jabs and his hooks as well. So it is an intriguing fight. I think it is an intriguing fight because it will tell us a lot about both fighters, especially Jordan Gill. Was that Michael Tonyan performance a one-hit wonder? Which I don't think it was. Jordan Gill deserved he won that fight. And he was on Michael Tonyan straight away. And I remember doing a preview for that, Michael Tonyan, Jordan Gill. I remember saying Jordan Gill's going to be dangerous early on Michael Tonyan if Michael Tonyan's not careful. And that's what happened. He was dangerous early on and he stopped Michael Tonyan. Probably his best win on his resume, isn't it? Jordan Gill. And you could say this is a bit of a eliminator, you could say, but obviously it's not an eliminator. But Eddie Hearn will try and push a world title shot through, won't he, for the winner of this fight. And I have to go for John Gill. The way I see it is, John Gill for me will need a stoppage because I fear he won't get the decision, in my opinion. I'm not going to say he'll get robbed, but I think Zelfa Barrett will be favoured in the decision, in my opinion, Zelfa Barrett, with it being in Manchester. The only way Zelfa Barrett wins for me is on points by bottom the back foot, making it difficult for John Gill to try and land on Zelfa Barrett because John Gill's going to be more the front-footed fighter. For John Gill, he's going to need a stoppage, in my opinion, because I can't see John Gill winning this on points. I really can't. Especially with it being in Manchester as well. I think, could you say it's a true 50-50? Not for me. Not for me. You would think John Gill should be favourite, wouldn't you, for his win over Michael Condon? I would probably say 60-40, 70-30 in John Gill's favour. Zelfa Barrett got a chance though. Definitely got a chance to win this fight. I would say 60-40 in John Gill's favour. It will be a tough fight for John Gill, but it'll be a tough fight for Zelfa Barrett as well. And I think this fight will go the distance, in my opinion. I think it will definitely go into the championship rounds, as we all told them, rounds 10 to 12. And I think it's going to be, and it's an intriguing main event. Probably the fight I'm most intrigued by on this card, along with Michael Gomez Jr. and Tim Baker. Them two fights are the most fights I am intrigued by. And I'm going to go, because if it does the points, Zelfa Barrett wins for me on points. If there's a stoppage, John Gill will get the stoppage, in my opinion. And I think John Gill gets the stoppage for me. I'm going for a 10th round stoppage win for John Gill on Zelfa Barrett. I think Zelfa Barrett will definitely make it difficult for John Gill for the first couple of rounds. Zelfa Barrett's game plan is crucial for me because we all know John Gill is a dangerous fighter early on. We saw that against Michael Condon as well. Zelfa Barrett needs to try and he needs to try and stop John Gill from stop John Gill's game plan, in my opinion. Try and frustrate John Gill for the first couple or rounds. It's just a final game plan for Zelfa Barrett for me. He's going to be more bottom on the back foot for me. Bottom more on the outside. Zelfa Barrett using his jab. John Gill's more the front footed fighter. John Gill needs to cut off the win for me. John Gill needs to cut off the win. That was what I was supposed to say before. Zelfa Barrett can't get John Gill cut off the win. Because if John Gill does cut off the win, I think Zelfa Barrett's in trouble, in my opinion. So, but I think John Gill will get a 10th round stoppage win against Zelfa Barrett, in my opinion. I have to go for John Gill for me, especially after that win against Michael Condon. I would actually think he will back that up as well. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments on this John Gill vs Zelfa Barrett full card. Feel free to leave your card predictions down below in the comments for all the fights. Take care, stay safe, and see you all later. And the next boxing preview I will do will be the big one, of course, if it goes ahead. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. So I'll see you all for that. So take care and have a good rest of the day, everyone.